Hey guys, what's up? Today we have a Liong Mah designed folder, the Warrior Wand, made by Riate. So I got this knife in my trip to the States, and I was one of the first who purchased the pre-order run of the knife. And when I was in state, I had nothing to carry, and the production run was not ready yet. So Leon was really kind, and he just shipped me his prototype. And this is one of the two prototypes that he had, and I am very grateful for his gesture. And he also included some gifts, which will be in the other video. So what's different between this one, the prototype, and the production run? The production run had the titanium frame lock, stone washed, and this one, as you can see, it's bead blasted, the fine blast, so it feels really good. I actually like this type of texture than the stone wash, because it's very common, the stone washed texture, and the feel, there's a little bit of a tactile difference. But this one gets scratched up much easier, so give and take. The blade on mine is satin finish, and I love this satin finish. Very bright and reflective. The production run comes with the stone wash. As you can see, this one is really cool. Liong Mah trademark, and S35 PN steel, which is one of the current high-end steels. Chris Reeve used them on his current Sebenzas. The shape, the knife is called the Warrior Wand, and it is a very similar approach to his custom Warrior custom folder that he did with Salmon arrow. That was one of my favorite customs, but I think there are only about probably less than 20 of them floating around in the world, so it's really tough to get one. And I think well, it's even harder to work with Sal, because he's just so busy. So Leon went out and started his production run, a limited production run of his simpler Warrior flipper with Riate knives. You guys can do a research on Riate knives. They make very high quality knives at not cheap price, but very economical comparing to some other high-end knives. The shape of the blade, this is kind of like Japanese Kwaiken style blade. Kwaiken means small sword in your hidden one. So because it's shorter, so a lot of Japanese women carry them, and well, back in the days, of course, and this is also used as the backup knife for the samurais. But the one they have, it's not a flipper, they have the fixed blade. I love the flowing lines that you see on this design from the handle to the blade. It gives the knife a lot of uniform look. The grind is done very good. The knife is very sharp. The blade is not very thick. It tend to be a slicer or a stabber. This is not a knife made for a prying or very abusive type of work, although I believe sorry, this knife can take it. It has a very big titanium pivot ring, you see here and here, and the screws are heat colored, very nice stainless steel. Also heat treated stainless steel screws here for the standoff. These standoffs are titanium. I have tested it. They are not steel. Okay, does not work with magnet. So very nice details there. It has a 3D carved clip, which is also very minimalistic and works really fine. It has a recess, so the clip will not move around. Clips really fine in the pocket, and it has a lot of space in between for those jeans that has a thicker edge. I know that because I have one, and some other clip will not go in well on that jeans, but this one goes in without any trouble. The cutout is on the outside for the strength purpose, and it also has a stainless steel insert to contact the blade tang for longer lifespan, and to take out the stickiness of titanium on steel, which is very thoughtful. The steel contact here also serves as a lock bar stabilizer, so you cannot overextend. You probably will able to see there's like a tab right there to prevent the over bending of the lock bar. The cutout on the flipper tab here are very well made, pretty deep and sharp. Not to the extent that it will hurt your finger, but it gives you a very good traction when you want to flip. It uses ceramic ball bearing, caged ball bearings, so that's a pretty high-end bearing system. Also on the detent bolt that you see, or you might not see, it's right there. It's also ceramic, so less wear problem because it's really hard, the ceramic. The clip uses one screw, keep the simplistic design going on here, and it uses two standoffs for the strand, although I believe one is good enough, but it uses two just in case you want to drive a truck over it. I believe you can take it. Actually, I'm gonna do a abusive test on this one because Leon says just do it. Okay, blade centering perfect, flipping action perfect. You can miss if you really want to miss it, but otherwise on normal flip it's almost impossible to miss, and you don't really need a lot of force in flipping this one. I like the overall straight profile on this one, and how all the knives, all the blade is packed in to the handle. It's very compact. I have a medium to large size hand, and the blade length it's perfect for daily EDC, and it's also perfect for tactical use, just in case you need it. It's very concealable. Actually, you'll kind of disappear in the hand. It's really good. What else? The weight's about 4.7 ounces. There are no mill out inside. He probably might do it in his future runs of other designs. I believe there are only 200 run of this, and he'll probably retire the design because he has tons of designs. There are a couple more design coming up. So the next one, it's called Ace. If you are in his mailing list, you probably know already. And there's one more which I'll keep it in secret. They are all really great frame lock flippers, and with premium materials. Okay. What else? There are like little designs, like the edge of the blade. You can see it's chamfered, so it feels really good. No sharpness here. The jimping on top is also sharp and pretty deep, but it does not hurt your thumb. I love the different sized jimping here. Also, as you can see, the blade uses stopping on the blade to stop the knife. So, but when it's closed, the stopping is hidden, and when you open it, actually the stopping will also hide, just to make it look much cleaner. And you can see the tracks there. Okay. Some people think this is an expensive knife, and by all means it is. It's about 350. 300 if you pre-order it, but if you wait until the end, you'll just have to get it at 350 from the dealers. I think it's worth the price. Some people don't, but I do think it's worth the price, because if you want to compare it to other, non-limited run or to other non-designer run folder, of course you can get it cheaper. You can have one of those for less than $100, and but the thing is, there are only 200 pieces of this in the world. Yep, 200 pieces is not a lot, but it's certainly also not a small amount for a production run. But this run, it's limited because Liong will retire this design. So you are paying an extra for the designer's work. You are paying an extra for the little details on the materials, and you are paying a little extra for the limited run. It's cheaper than Sevenza if you want to do that type of comparison, but of course it's more expensive than some I don't know, maybe what ZT line of knives, but these are two completely different section of folders. This is not a mid-tech, but this is I will put this above production run. So this is kind of like in between mid-tech and production run, and it is priced such as a knife that's in between mid-tech and production run. If you get a handle of if you get handling of these knives, of this knife, you will like it. I mean, there's no one that have shown this knife to that they don't like the knife. I mean, they just, oh wow, they love this knife. So if it's a knife that a knife designer put his time and his hours into designing it, why shouldn't you pay a little bit more extra for his effort, rather than just pay a very, simplistic, very commonly designs and have it cheaper. So I think the value is fine. For people who don't think, who thinks they are too expensive, maybe they have other type of opinions, but they're just not mine. Okay, so I strongly recommend you get one of these. It's a very high performance semi-midtech. Yeah, that's a word. Semi-midtech knife. It's not a semi-custom. It's a semi-midtech. Perfect action, perfect grinding, perfect design, perfect materials. Everything it just works on this folder. So you guys get a chance to buy one, go ahead. I think there's a couple of dealers out there. You can also get it straight from Liong Mah. So Google it, search it, it's really easy. And that's about it. If you guys have any questions, just ask me. I respond my 99% of my PMs. Okay. I also like the chamfer edge on the side. Feels really good when in hand. Just feels really good. The little details here and there. Okay, so that's about it. Thank you for watching and see you again. Thumbs up, please.